Alicia never misses a protest. Like millions of French citizens, the 19-year-old wants to prevent the government from pushing through its pension reforms. She wants people to be able to retire at 62.
In some countries, at 67, that's a lot. For me, this is historic. It's one of the biggest social mobilizations in the past 70 years, since May of '68. And against pension reform, the people have to be heard.
The atmosphere in Paris is half festival, half revolution. Some banks have boarded up their windows. They're scared of paving stones and of the population's anger against President Emmanuel Macron. Alicia, a law student, says he's behaving like a monarch. She's angry that his government bypassed parliament when they raised the retirement age to 64.
They don't want to back down. There's neither compromise nor debate. Even the unions are being ignored. That's the problem.
For months, the president has been trying to convince the French that the pension system needs more funds.
Do you think I'm enjoying this reform? Today there are 17 million pensioners. In 2030 there will be 20 million. Do you think we can continue with these rules?
But according to polls, 2/3 of the French are against this reform. They are worried about their future.
If you've already worked 44 years like me, there are other things to do than work. Life is already relatively short.
These protesters sing that Macron has declared war on them, as have the police, a reference to the tough policing of the protests.
It's my mum calling. Yeah, it was my mum. She's always worried when I go to a protest.
Many French economists are behind the president and think that the demands of the protesters are absurd. But some political scientists argue that there are other ways of financing the pension schemes. Some are looking to other EU states for comparison.
In France, the working conditions for many employees have worsened. They say they can't keep up because the pressure is too much. In Germany, on the other hand, working conditions have improved. In industry, for example.
Many protesters say they are being exploited by the political system, by the economic system, by industry. Some more radical ones are ready to fight. This protester wanted to remain anonymous.
All social rights were more or less acquired through violence. Fighting for them legitimizes violence to some extent.
I support them. The young people are angry. I'm old, I'm retired, but I'm also very angry.
This anger is shared by tens of thousands. At the Place de l'Opéra, the situation escalated. Some garbage was even set on fire. The garbage has been piling up in Paris as the collectors are also against the reform and have gone on strike. The situation is chaotic, but Alicia will continue to fight for a better future, or at least until the president drops this reform.